Good personal hygiene practices are a very important part of growing crops that are safe for people to eat. Simple matters such as clean hands, clean clothing, and good bathroom habits can make the produce that we come into contact with much less likely to be contaminated. In this video, we'll talk about good hand washing practices, good bathroom practices, and the importance of personal cleanliness. If there was one practice that we all did and did well and did consistently that would result in safer produce, it is hand washing. Our hands contact the produce that we eat, and it's very important that we carefully consider the importance of hand washing. Hands obviously should be washed when they're soiled, but there are many other times when hands should be washed. If your hands come into contact with an animal such as a pet, they should be washed. If your hands come into contact with the soil and they're visibly soiled, they should be washed. If you use your cell phone, you should wash your hands. In order to properly wash your hands, it's important to have a good hand washing station. A hand washing station doesn't have to be elaborate. There are just a few things that are required to properly wash our hands. First of all, potable water. All water used for hand washing should be drinking water quality. Secondly, a setup where we have available soap and single-use towels so that once we've finished washing our hands, those towels can be disposed of. We also need a trash receptacle in which to place those towels, preferably with a cover on. And finally, some way to catch the water after it's been used to wash your hands so that it doesn't become a source of contamination. There are several things to think about when we're washing our hands, and having good hand washing practices can ensure that your hands are clean when you're through. First of all, turn on the water. Again, make sure that you're using potable water. Secondly, rinse your hands. Next, place some soap in your hands, and then vigorously rub your hands, all parts of your hands, so that you raise a lather. The palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, your thumbs, your wrists. Use a nail brush to clean your nail beds. Use a nail brush to clean your palms. And make sure that you spend 20 seconds washing your hands. Once your hands have been washed for 20 seconds, rinse them off. Dry your hands with a clean single-use towel. Once your hands are dry, use that same towel to turn off the water and then dispose of that towel in the trash receptacle. Once your hands are clean, try your best to keep them clean. Don't touch your face, don't grab your cell phone, don't wipe them on your pants. It's very important to use good hand washing habits, but if we're not careful, bad habits can creep in. One bad habit is not to wash all parts of your hands. Again, remember the importance of washing the entire hand, the front of your hand, the back of your hand, your thumbs, and your wrists. Another bad habit is not washing for 20 seconds. You have to wash for 20 seconds to do an adequate job of cleaning your hands. Another bad habit is not to use a nail brush to clean those hard to clean areas, your fingernails and your palms. Always think about the importance of keeping your hands clean once they've been washed. So when you turn off the water, do it with the towel, not with your hand. Dispose of those single-use towels properly. Don't throw them on the ground. Once your hands are clean, it's very easy to contaminate them. Don't wipe your hands on your trousers or on your shirt. And try your best to keep your hands away from your face, your ears, your nose, or other places where they could pick up contamination. Good hygiene habits are very important when it comes to using the bathroom. First of all, the bathroom is the place for defecating and urinating. Do not defecate or urinate in the field or in the garden. This can lead to contamination. A bathroom should be properly connected to some sort of waste disposal system, either a septic system or a sewer. When using the bathroom, make sure that all paper used ends up in the toilet and is properly disposed of. Don't throw it on the floor. Don't throw it in a waste can. And always remember to wash your hands adequately after using the bathroom. Personal cleanliness is very important to reduce contamination. Soiled clothes, soiled hands can very quickly lead to contaminated produce. It's important to keep your hands clean, and whenever your hands are soiled, they should be properly hand washed. Think about your clothing. Start the day in the garden or on the farm with clean clothes. And as the day progresses, if your clothes become soiled, change them. It may be a practice to wear an apron or some other type of protective coverall that can be then taken off as it gets soiled. But again, very important to make sure that your clothing and your hands are clean as you work with produce. In conclusion, there's several points to consider when we think about personal hygiene. First of all, good hand washing habits. Remember the importance of properly washing your hands and washing your hands frequently. Secondly, good bathroom habits. Again, use the bathroom properly, dispose of waste properly. And third, personal cleanliness. Make sure that your hands and your clothing are clean as you work with produce. I'm Patrick Byers, Horticulture Field Specialist and Produce Food Safety Specialist with University of Missouri Extension.